you know, it was a major act of terrorism. It's a big public event, and he was a serving soldier. He was a public serving soldier.
If you have so much respect for this country, I'm just intrigued by this, because I think we can show a picture of it. Why did you turn up at the cenotaph on Remembrance Sunday with a pair of underpants on your head?
Yes, this is when I was about 16 years old.
You look older.
Yeah, of course. I'm looking at it now. This was about 16. I was 16 years old. I was up there. My own family fought in the Second World War. My own family fought the Nazis in the Second World War.
But why did you do that?
I didn't do it. Someone else done it, and conveniently, someone was there with a camera.
You.
That is me, but someone else put those on my head, and I took them off very quickly. And
I see. Someone put them on your head. They didn't Photoshop it on your head. They put it on your head physically on.
No, that actually happened. But at the same time, someone put it on my head, and there was conveniently a journalist waiting there with a camera. And I think that's very suspicious.
Why didn't you take it off?
I would never, ever disrespect the memory of my own great-grandfather who fought in the Second World War, or any of the other war heroes.
I understand that, of course. We've all had relatives who fought in the Second World War. But can we just show the picture again? Because if someone put this on your head, you didn't take it off. You're walking down the street there. You didn't immediately... I mean, if someone put something on your head that you don't want, you would immediately take it off. You haven't. You're seen there walking in a rather determined fashion.
No, those were on my head for about 5 seconds. And conveniently, there was a camera present with a journalist. But that was when I was 16 years old. And let's be honest, this is a bit silly and childish, isn't it? Well, next time
it's
you
just
get
slightly strange, isn't it?
Next time you get any Liberal Democrats or Tories or Labour in here, I'm sure you'll be digging up stuff from their past to try and discredit them.
we've had Tories in Nazi uniforms in Swiss parties, so you're not being discriminated against here. But we'll have to leave it there. Thank you for joining us.
David Cameron.
And welcome to another episode of Patriotic Weekly Review. He besmirches Paul Golding, and this is a very interesting video. The one about Paul Golding, he says, Paul Golding, the woman beater. Now, isn't that an incredible allegation to make about something? Now, Paul Golding is a man I've known for my entire political life. He was involved in the BNP before I got involved. He was the former youth leader before me. He was the head of publicity before me. Paul Golding is a man I've known for years. Now, Paul Golding has never been convicted of violence towards women. Paul Golding is a man who was smeared recently by Panorama. Panorama, they got some secret recording of him discussing things with his ex-girlfriend Jada Franson, and they chopped bits and pieces and presented little bits to paint him in the worst light possible. But here, he's never been convicted of anything, and his side of the story was never told, and we've never heard the full recording, so we don't actually know what was being said, but we know he's being painted in the worst possible light by Panorama.
Jada is just questioning him about these books he said.
In this bookshop, we believe you promote books that promote jihad against non-Muslims.
Not that I'm aware of. We don't have any books.
Not that you don't have any books?
We've got plenty of books here, which is the Quran.
Well, so you do have books that promote jihad against non-Muslims?
Every single one of these books, every single one of these Quran.
If you read the translation...
I've read the translation, my dear.
What about your comment? Can I ask if you comment on...
Which book is it then?
Is Tommy Robinson in your free speech union? Would you allow him to come in?
Well, Tommy Robinson hasn't applied to be in my union yet. And I think that would be, again, a decision for the board and the advisory council rather than a decision for me. But I would say that he's welcome to become a member of the union. We have a statement of values and we encourage our members not to criticise people in the course of making an argument for their membership of various groups. So not to criticise them because they're a member of a particular ethnic group or a particular religious group, or because they happen to be a woman, or even because they happen to be a man. Provided he'd be willing to sign up to that statement of values, then yeah, I think we'd let him in.
Every single Muslim watching this video on YouTube, on 7/7, you got away with killing and maiming British citizens. You got away with it. Next time you think about it, you better understand that we have built a network from one end of this country to the other end. We will not tolerate it, and the Islamic community will feel the full force of the English Defence League if we see any of our citizens killed, maimed or hurt on British soil ever again.
Politicians who live a very comfortable life far away from the areas infested with the religion of peace should give some serious consideration into resigning, as they're failing the UK in a spectacular fucking fashion. I have said time and time again, if we don't get this issue dealt with, then the British public will. They will end up taking matters into their own hands. Take Northern Ireland as a prime example. Militias will be set up, and then the UK government will have a problem beyond their wildest dreams. Inaction will only facilitate the creation of a disgruntled and angry population who will end up cleaning out this Islamic problem.